All you know, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. Yeah, so the more tests you perform on Amazon, the higher probability of succeed and growing your brand on that marketplace. In this video, I want to show you how CPG brands should properly analyze their tests. So let's start. Hi everyone, my name is Damien. I'm co-founder of My Real Profit analytics platform for Amazon brands. We provide a lot of detailed analysis, specifically for CPG brands, into your profitability, advertising, market share, and customer lifetime value. So today I want to talk about two things. Number one, utilizing cohort analytics for tests. Super important, because otherwise when you're trying to analyze the different tests that you perform with the generic data, it will be totally inaccurate. And the second one is utilizing search query performance to measure your A/B tests with the content. So let's start with the cohort analysis. If you are not aware of what the cohort analysis is, it's when you analyze data by customer groups. So you organize, let's take 100,000 of your customers that purchased from you last month. Some of those customers are repeat customers. They could purchase from you 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, even 12 months ago, or even 2 years ago, and they made their purchase last month. Yep. And then about half of those customers, or even 30% of those customers or higher, is new customers. So basically those are new to brand customers that actually went to your product on Amazon. They saw your image, they saw your pricing, and this is was their first time interacting with your brand. So cohort analysis groups data. On our end, we do it by new to brand customers and shows you how those new to brand customers interact with your brand over time. If you're selling CPG products, you know that making profit of the first purchase is not the goal here. The main goal is to acquire a customer, a loyal customer. The margin is hidden in your repeat purchases. So basically, when you're performing any test, your goal is to understand, first of all, how does it perform instantly? Like, do we get better ACOS? Do we get better profitability? Or do we get better customer acquisition cost? And then also, how does it perform in the long term? Do we get better lifetime value from that customer? Do we increase our retention, our repeat purchase rate? So that's why you need to utilize cohort. Cohort data will tell you, let's say, how many new to brand customers you acquired, what's your customer acquisition cost. So you see it started to pick up. That's basically a negative. Yeah, it's not good. And then we also can see our lifetime value in units here. So it tells me how many units do I make per unique customer. And then this allows me to understand, let's say I do a test of 30% off subscribe and save coupon. First of all, how many new customers did I acquire? What was my customer acquisition cost? And then since I got more customers, does it actually help me bring more loyalty in long term, or those customers drop off? So let's take a look on July as an example. We acquired 16,000 new customers. We spend more money on ads. Our customer acquisition obviously grew. That's normal. The more you spend money on, the more you increase your budget, most likely the higher customer acquisition cost will be, because you need to raise your bids. So our customer acquisition cost is $9.2, which is still pretty low. And then our first purchase LTV is 1.15, and then it started to grow. And within 6 months of the repeat purchase, we got to 2 units sold. That's actually a very decent performance. Yeah, so that case was successful. Let's say you want to do a test, a 30% off subscribe and save coupon. You can do it for a week, or you can do it for a month. Make sure you select the specific date ranges where you want to perform a test. Then you will do the analysis just for those date ranges. If you have a lot of sales per day, that you can do weekly. If you don't have enough sales per day, that you can do monthly cohort. So let's say we do monthly. I did that test let's say for July, and then I got more customers. I also spend more money on ads. So let's say your ad spend remains the same. And then our goal is to track what's happening with our loyalty. Do we get loyal customer, or they actually start to drop off after months or two? So our LTV in that way will look lower. So it will be less. You might think, oh, it will take me several months to test that. That's true. And that's exactly how everyone does it. So make sure to do a very proper test, so you don't need to repeat it again. Don't do any changes. Don't change your main image, don't change your pricing, don't change your ad budget. Just do one strict test with only one variable. Yeah, either coupon, either PPC spend, either pricing, whatever, and that will help you to perform a test. So you can actually get all of this data for your account fully for free, because we do offer a free trial. So, if you would like to start testing utilizing new to brand data, cohort data, just go to myrealprofit.com, click start free trial, select your brand type as CPG, and you will get access to those tools within a couple of days, and you can instantly do the tests and see how they impact your account. We also pull historical data. So during the free trial, you will still get access to the historical numbers. And even if you never saw that, you're missing a lot. Now, let me tell you why you need to do it on cohorts. And let's say you cannot just utilize your daily sales. The problem with your daily sales, let me go here. This is one of our reports, data report. Let's say we will do performance day by day. This data includes repeat customers and it includes subscribe and save orders. So as you can see here, it shows me subscribe and save orders and then new to brand orders. So in total, my new to brand is about like 25, sometimes 40% of the total sale. This number will depend a lot on subscription data. Sometimes my subscription sales can grow because Amazon decided to ship more subscription units, but it has no relation to what changes I perform with the account. So I need to always check my numbers only for new to brand customers. I need to fully exclude repeat customers. And that will be your main goal in terms of performing your tests. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And please feel free to leave in the comments what you think. Maybe I should talk a bit more about that. Okay, now let's talk about the second topic, which is A/B testing content and why you cannot utilize Manage My Experiment page. If you're a CPG brand, first of all, you can have branded traffic. I hope you do. And then if you have branded traffic, they don't really care what kind of main image you have. It's usually CTR is super high, like 10%, 7%. And number two, when you look at your, let's say, conversion rate data, so not utilizing Manage My Experience, but overall just conversion rate data, it will show you sales, including subscribe and save. And here again, if your subscription is growing, or maybe you're gonna cut ad spend at the same time while performing a test, what you will see is that you get less sessions and then your conversion rate will go up. And the reason is because your subscription orders, they don't create a session. Yep, that's the problem. Subscription sales don't have a session and they only have an order. And so your conversion rate looks artificially high. That's also the reason. How you can properly analyze your A/B tests. I recommend you to SQP reporting. It's called market share and funnel in our tool. And then we have a page called funnel analysis. Here you're able to check your click-through rate, add to cart rate, cart to purchase conversion rate, your brand versus market. And on the search query contains, you need to exclude your branded term. So you put exclamation mark and put your branded term. Then your numbers will change dramatically, depending on how much of the branded search volume you have weekly. But my suggestion is look at individual keyword. Manage My Experience doesn't tell you your keyword level click-through rate. Yeah, it just shows you high level overview data. In this case, you're able to see how your CTR changes on a weekly basis and also how does it compare to the market data. So you are able to see brand CTR, market CTR per keyword, and maybe your CTR can change on a specific keyword group, not for all keywords. Because let's say you changed main image and now you include your main keyword in your product packaging, while before there was no keyword at all. So it actually could impact only specific keyword. So that's the reason why I recommend you to use SQP. So again, if you do any tests, do them in cohorts. Don't utilize your total sales, don't utilize your total profit. It contains repeat customers. They don't know that you did some changes. They just buying your product on auto repeats, or they just utilize their previous purchases. It's super simple. So you need to only utilize new to brand data for testing, or then utilize cohorts, or you can utilize our tool. And then for content testing, make sure to exclude your branded search volume so you can utilize SQP reporting. I hope that makes sense. And now you're gonna do much better testing and it will give you much better clarity in growing your brand on Amazon. Please leave in comments your questions. I will make sure to go through them personally and answer them. Subscribe to the channel, get notified. We run webinars. And there are also a lot of valuable tools. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.